to a whole nother level with BallGame Blitz, which, by the way, you can find all Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz games on WNWS.com. And joining us as she does on Wednesdays, though not next Wednesday, right?
No,
is
not
that the case?
You've
been given to understand that next week is Ash Wednesday.
Yes.
Is that right? So,
Yes.
Coach, I'm gonna take off too. So you just,
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, I'll call the butler.
I will be here, but so we're going to do this tonight, and maybe if we'll see if we have we can work it out for sometime next week,
Sure.
depending on you guys' schedule, and that's what we're here to talk about is the latest schedule for all things going on with Worthy Road Studio and BallGame Blitz, and tomorrow, by the way, now let's see, we'll make sure I've got this right. Tomorrow, no games. Right, no games, but that doesn't mean that you guys aren't going to be working. You're going to be doing something that, which I think, by the way, is a phenomenal service for a lot of people. You're doing a funeral tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's that like? I mean, I've been to them, but I've never produced one before.
Well, honestly, I have not done a funeral, but
Is this your first?
well, I'm not going to be doing the
Oh,
funeral.
you're not doing it.
This is Paul's expertise, Mr. Worthy over here. So he loves doing funerals. He says that he would rather go to a funeral. It's a good lifetime of, celebration than, shall I say, a church service or anything
Oh, hey,
like
no,
that.
look, now, I understand.
He says it's very memorable.
I get it, and some of them are, tremendously sad, and emotional, and some of them are more of a celebration of life. I guess, Paul, you probably see all of those things. But Worthy Road Studio, that's something else that they do. You might think this is just basketball, football, and baseball, and if you don't like those things, then that's of no interest to you. But I'm going to tell you something, between the funerals and you've done, hunting shows as well, graduations, church services. This is not just basketball games by any stretch of the imagination. Now, before we get to the schedule, let's talk about some of the numbers that you guys have put together. Every week we talk about this, it gets bigger and bigger. How about this, Coach? Since Monday, in the last 48 hours, 6,630 views in the last 48 hours, and that is just on the YouTube channel.
Just on YouTube, yeah. It's crazy. Like, I'm blown away at where Worthy Roads is going, to be honest. Like, it's insane. And I know you've seen it's doubled in the last 28 days. It's like over 46,000.
I just want you to remember me, Paul. I was with you from day. Me and you've been boys since day one. All the nights we spent on the road going to IHOP, man. Don't forget me. When you become this giant conglomerate, man, with offices in Tokyo and Cairo. Man.
Send him an IHOP card for Christmas.
Man, like Coach does. He gives me one every single year.
Oh, really?
In fact, we'll have to do that. But let's talk about this. Worthy Road Studio YouTube channels has the games archived as well. So if you missed the broadcast initially, right, they can go back and check these games out.
Which I would encourage on some of definitely on a lot of these games.
And you keep those up there, right? Those aren't for like a day or two. They can go back and watch it. There's over 2,500 subscribers on your YouTube channel already.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah. So this is just the YouTube side of things. So please subscribe on, and they also have 46,000 and change over the last over 2,600 hours watched. That's only in the last calendar month.
Yeah, it's doubled. Like, it's just going crazy. I mean, it's really, really skyrocketing. I'm so proud of it.
Paul doesn't have a mic on, but he's right for me so we can hear him. How many people are you employing right now, dude? Because this is a heavy undertaking right now. I mean, Paul can't just be everywhere by himself.
40 last year.
40 last year.
And that was last year. You had 40 people. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Remember, I mean, it was him and what's my man's name?
Lawson.
Yeah, well, I never see him anymore. I mean, he left. Lawson's great.
In Michigan.
Yeah.
And we had Jim the Russian working with us at one time. Tell them what we did today. We had the 40 employees, but today we took one cameraman, and how many cameras did we use, Paul?
6.
We used 6 cameras today, one cameraman, and it was great.
Yeah, y'all did Free Hardeman baseball today.
Tom Britt's working with us some now.
And by the way, if you only like sports, if that's the angle that you're looking at, that you're interested in, visit their Facebook sports only page called the BallGame Blitz. That's exclusively for the sports side of thing. They'll post live links to the games and YouTube archive links as well. So subscribe to the Worthy Road Studio YouTube channel and like Worthy Road Studio and BallGame Blitz on Facebook. And again, remind everybody that all Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz games can be found at WNWS.com. Now, Ms. Summer, let's talk about the schedule for the upcoming week.
Yeah. Well, I will say, talking about YouTube, if you didn't watch the FA2 basketball games on Monday and Tuesday, the men's and women, they were pretty phenomenal. And also, Cortland Martin, he made the all-time scoring record. He broke it for Freed Hardman. So that was a little bit of history. I thought that was really cool. But they both won, of course, Freed Hardman did. So we have on, well, you know, the funeral on Thursday. But on Friday we have Friday we have Freed Hardman versus Campbellsville, and that's baseball. And then on Friday also we have Peabody versus Crockett County. And Friday is TCA girls versus Providence, and that is their quarterfinals. So they're doing very well this year. And Diamond Dave and Stan will be there to announce on that game. Also on Saturday we have Freed Hardman versus Campbellsville, and then we have Tuesday, Union University quarterfinals, women in basketball, so that should be a really good game.
And so I was just noticing that Peabody Crockett County, that's baseball, so you've already started your high school baseball coverage as well.
Yeah.
And who will you be carrying on that? Peabody and who else for high school baseball? The teams that you generally carry.
Jackson Christian, sports. Trinity Christian.
And we got a link for all
JCS and TCA,
Christian,
right?
TCA.
Right, yeah, absolutely. So Peabody and Crockett County, that's going to be Friday.
We'll do some Sacred Heart too.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing. I'm utterly blown away. And you mentioned the Union University quarterfinals. That's going to be on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, of course, Steve Beverly on the call with that. Then here you go. You next Friday, you've got the Reagan Day. Excited about that?
I am pretty excited. This will be my first time, so that will be really fun. I think that should be interesting.
You've come a long way, sir. You've come a long way from just, doing high school basketball games and whatnot. And then, of course, on next Saturday, you've got Union University in West Georgia. That's baseball. That'll be Steve Beverly and Tom Britt on the call for that one. So I guess
that's our first ever Union baseball.
Right, yeah, that's the first Union broadcast for you guys. So I guess now, what do you think? Would this be considered the busiest time of year for you guys? When you have the overlap of baseball and basketball and all the other stuff that you're doing?
It's been pretty crazy doing just transitioning from basketball to baseball. But yeah, it's been pretty busy, but I love it. It's exciting.
You know, every time you come in here, you seem to get more and more excited about this job. You really seem like you have found your niche here. Right?
I love it. You can ask Coach Joe. I think the most excited I've been at a game or a broadcast period was the Trinity and Jackson Christian.
She got into it. No, you were into it pretty good though over there at Tipton Rosemark. She did a football game for us on the road over there. Summer gets into it. She makes it enjoyable. Not only is her production work and the switching and stuff great, but she has a feel for the game. And you know what? To be a producer and director, you have to have a feel for the game. She has a feel. She knows sports. That makes it better.
I do love them.
Sometime next year, somehow we'll have to work it out. I want to do a football game with you producing it.
No, she's mine. You can't have her. We'll have words over there.
She worked for me twice last year. Who you talking to?
She is mine over at Jackson Christian.
Do me a favor, Summer, if you will. Hold out your left hand.
I solemnly swear that.
No, and face and palm down.
Oh
no.
I
don't see a ring over there.
No.
Hey, she ain't yours.
For sports production.
Let me tell you three things. If I want to call a game with Summer next year, that's going to happen.
It'll be on your Thursday night broadcast.
Oh man, you don't play no games. You're so selfish, guys.
Now, what football games are you going to do next season? I know you were doing.
We will. That is a work in progress.
All right.
Actually, he's going to do What's the Matter You in the Mud City Manglers.
I think you're going to be at a football game next year.
I've been known to go to football games.
I know
I like football. I'll go watch a game or two next year.
I know.
We actually have some big things.
I'm excited
for next year that once we get it all nailed down, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do. I'm really excited about that. All right, Miss Summer. Anything else we need to know about what's going on right now with Worthy Road Studio and BallGame Blitz?
I think that's about it. That's a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot. But so what we're looking at, then, so we'll see you, in 2 weeks?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Out next week for Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday is next Wednesday, and that will be streamed live. So.
We might fit in a time next week.
Listen to that. Hey, I'm all right with that if you are.
Sure.
You know, we'll celebrate Ash Wednesday here in the studio, no problem. Coach. You ready?
We could do that.
Now I got to switch the theme music going out.
I know some good
I can't
music.
talk about Ash Wednesday and then play Highway to Heaven. It's not going to work. So we'll switch that out. But we want to thank you and, of course, Paul and all the hard work from everybody at Worthy Road Studios. Love being in partnership with you guys. It's an amazing thing what you guys have brought to West Tennessee. It really is. And taking the coverage of local sports and just blown so far past any and everybody and everything that's ever been done here. And we want to thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. It's awesome. We love it.
All right.
You big guy. We got to go to IHOP soon, right?
Yeah, we will.
Remember what I get? You don't even remember, do you? You don't care about me.
Chicken Florentine
He
something.
does remember the chicken
He
Florentine
does talk about
crepes.
it. He
Does he
talk
really?
about it. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, the chicken Florentine
Hang
crepes
out.
with 3
How much
sausage
fun.
links.
Yeah.
All right, how about this?
At least you don't have to have your bacon
Oh,
super
yeah.
crispy.
I remember we've
Heard
had
about that too.
that experience down in
And
South Haven was something. That
Send
was,
it back if
that
it's
was
not.
fun. Dude, we were in IHOP for 3 hours.
Oh,
and
wow.
Paul never got his food, I don't think. I'm the only one that got mine. I got mine right on time, and it was a table of like 10, and I wasn't.
That
very
wasn't the
much
same
in.
place that we went to this fall, was it? Remember that experience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I was going to say.
You better not.
I didn't. I said I was going to say something,
Good job.
but I did not. Look at the.
You could be censored.
First of all, he tells me I can't have Summer, calling a game with her next year, and now you're threatening to censor me.
That's right.
Well, got a little something for you. Got a little something for you, sir.
That's all right. I'm gonna call the cow. Well,
You don't know the code for it.
I might surprise you.
I don't think you know it.
I don't, but I will find it.
Find it.
Just go to quick edit.
Go ahead. Quick edit.
Yeah.
I mean, quick break.
Quick break.
I can see this working out wonderfully. Summer and Paul from Worthy Road Studio. Thank you, guys. Man,
Thank
what a
you.
job.
Thank
As
you.
per usual. The Cheap Seats brought to you by Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, providing quality, reliable pest control service, termite control, fungus and moisture control, as well as stain fungi. Call 660-1052, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for control. And by the way, Coach, this text comes in and says,